The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Louisiana Monroe's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. To the air, it's Knowles. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Warhawks line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So the New Mexico State Aggies offense will go to work for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Under fire! Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. It's complete to the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man downfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air, it's Knowles. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quick release by the QB.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize.
Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Warhawks are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And the Warhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Now staring at a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man to the left. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Warhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Warhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, ULM. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
New Mexico State, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Let's take just a moment to talk about New Mexico State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports. When you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Right down the middle. Complete downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Gain of 29.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit.
Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Dropping back, it's Knowles. Trying to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Warhawks. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Delgado. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They're going to open this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Worley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move, it's Westbrook. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Etienne. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's second and long. Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Ivory. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Back to throw, it's Knowles. Quickly out to the tight end. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. They kick it away on fourth down. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. From the gun, the ground game. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Westbrook. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. The sure hands. It's Westbrook. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Running into the open space. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Warhawks want to move quickly.
And the defense was not ready for that at all. You see a guy go in motion, you got to have a thought process now as a safety to start coming down, getting ready to make a play on that jet sweep. I would not be surprised if the offense, after getting that first down, says, okay, we're going to come back to this, and maybe several more times in this football.
And the Warhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Knowles. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Warhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Warhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass on 2nd down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Knowles. The short hands, it's Ware. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Warhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Might be looking to run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That's caught. It's Worley. And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now the lead is down to 11. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves one great broadcast so far today there in Monroe. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And just like that, let's head back to our team inside Malone Stadium.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. To the air on first down. Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Fires to the big fella.
Well, give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Stout. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They put the ball on the ground the last time they had it. Still up by double figures, but an opportunity to build on that lead was missed. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Warhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab behind the line. It's Etienne. Turns it on at midfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Warhawks are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Knowles. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Gets the back moving. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as a result, the defense gets the INT.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Fires to the tight end. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Looking to throw, it's Knowles. Makes the catch. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Ware. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Warhawks will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the run, it's Westbrook. There he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Warhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Release to the back. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Turning it on. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? He'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush is on him. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They go right back to him. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Stout.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll sneak it. Makes it past the marker. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Rides the back on the option, the give. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep it from getting the first down? Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, first down and more. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires into the end zone. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, 4th and goal, you're backed up a little bit after a couple bad plays, and you make the play. You needed it. You find your receiver, throw it up. He goes and gets it. What a play by this offense in a critical moment.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Knowles. Sets up the screen. Crosses the 30. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers in green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
A lot of defenders around on that screen. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, ULM. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Got a man, it's Westbrook. Breaks into the open. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
And the Aggies in the hurry up. Guys, let's chat about New Mexico State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that diploma. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Of 10. And first down for the offense.
Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Wants to fire on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggies!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.